Welcome back, and we're continuing our conversation here with Jack Scott. So, Jack, you finally ended up in San Diego, and were you just repairing aircraft, or just getting aircraft ready to fly?
I was on the line of dive bombers. It was a utility line, and every pilot on the island wanted to go somewhere. They'd check out one of our planes.
Okay.
And we just kept them ready to fly, and the gas tank full, and
Right.
start them up every morning.
Mm-hmm.
The hand crank.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the SBDs. So were they doing? Were they practicing? Were they flying over to El Centro? Were they going out in the ocean? Were they doing? What were they doing? They were obviously doing flight training over there.
Well, like I say, it was pilots wanted to go somewhere.
Okay.
They could check out one of our planes. Had one guy come in, the old Charlie 39 was wore out.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got to Oakland and they put 30 gallons of oil in it.
Oh wow.
So I checked it and I put 30 gallons of oil.
Jeez, 30 gallons of oil. Well, that was a rough running airplane. So now I see stuff. So they weren't doing training at San Diego. They were just using the base to fly to different areas for correspondences, or they had to go places and do things.
Yeah, there was a fighter squadron there. There was a Marines were flying that Gull Wing Corsair.
Right.
And so just lots of flying. You'd see some kind of an accident nearly every day.
Yeah. Yeah. There was, you look back on those days, you realize those were just young men, probably 19, 20, 21 years old. And
I think most of them was probably, the pilots probably had gone to college.
yeah, right. Yeah.
And, but they was all nice guys.
Yeah. Now you got to fly in a TBM, you told me. The guy took you up in a TBM?
Yeah, I was busy and he come down and I waved at him and he shook his head. Well, it was a TBM that had been converted to a 7-passenger.
Okay.
And he took off from San Diego. You got to go over quite a mountain to come down to Salton Sea.
Right.
I could tell that thing was working hard.
Right.
It landed down at the Salton Sea in a tiny little spot.
Mm-hmm.
Taxiway had some chuck holes in it. He got stuck. I thought I was going to have to get out and push.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And when Salton Sea had this, that's where I ended. Then I flew back to San Diego.
Yeah. How did he get the plane unstuck? Did he just keep...
Well, he kept rocking
it back and forth?
Came out of the chuck hole.
Wow. Okay. So anyway, that time period, your wife was living with you in San Diego?
Yeah, she was with me most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Not when I was in boot camp.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, when you got to your base in San Diego, she was there for the duration of the war. So
Yeah.
did you spend the whole time in San Diego till VJ Day? Were you there? Yeah.
It was North Island. And they come around. Hey, some of you guys been in a year. You got to ship out. So they sent me down to the south end of the Strand
Mm-hmm.
to Ream Field.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got with the TBMs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the picture when they liberated an area of our war prisoners?
Yes.
They showed a TBM came in, opened a bomb bay, and dropped all kinds of food.
Okay.
And the guys were grabbing up anything they could get. They was nearly starved.
Oh, you bet. That was in Japan, right? I'm pretty sure that was one of those internment camps in a prisoner of war camps, not internment camp, in Japan where they were flying this. I knew some Army Air Corps guys that did kind of like the same thing. They dropped supplies out of the airplanes when they found out where the prisoners were.
Yeah.
And boy, those guys were brutalized. That was a tough existence.
Oh, I used to. Friend lived at the YMCA. He'd check out World War II movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So.
Prison camp in Germany.
Yeah.
And dead bodies piled up over here and everything. And the general that liberated that base, the people in a little town, a German town, of course they'd lost the war, but he thought was too cocky.
Yeah.
He marched every man, woman, and child through the prison camp.
Yeah.
And they look sick when they come out.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I've seen some footage of that process taking place, and that was a brutal time in history. So
Them poor guys that made the invasion of the mainland, they faced a lot of. And Iwo Jima, this friend of mine was in a small boat, whatever you call them, small boat they'd bring.
yeah, the LT, the landing craft. Yeah.
He said he's bringing these Marines into Iwo Jima, I think it was. And the second trip, he'd pick up dead bodies and haul them back to the ship,
Oh.
bringing another load in. Terrible.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. War. Time period in World War II is just brutal. So we're going to take our last break here. We'll come back and we'll talk about a little bit what you did after the war. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll be right back here with Jack Scott. Thank you for tuning in to this segment of AV Veterans Talk at Aerotech News.